moving right along now. You're such a nice group, we'd like to invite you to a party.
I'll drink to that.
I thought you would. Come on, it's up this way.
Let's go. Come on.
There's no such thing as a bad boy. Just a lot of nice boys doing disgusting things.
My instinct about people is uncanny. Now, take that man over there. Something tells me he's not to be trusted.
Which one?
The one who's tearing the clothes off the hostess.
I was wearing turtlenecks long before they became fashionable.
Oh, I'm not surprised that Frank and Mia broke up. I've always been against mixed marriages.
Ronnie, why are you British so attached to the royal family?
Well, I think it's the tradition and the pageantry. It's the life's blood of every true Englishman. Besides which, they do amuse our tourists.
After all, this country was founded on a revolution, and we think it's time for another. Provided, of course, the government will subsidize it.
It is said, the heart of the artichoke and the seed of the persimmon shall never find peace in the jelly of the guava.
Poor Boris, he's working so hard lately. All day long he's at the CIA. Then at night he's up in the attic with the shortwave radio.
Oh, I've thought about marriage, but I prefer the single life. What was good enough for my father is good enough for me.
I just love tennis. I wouldn't miss the finals at Forest Lawn for anything.
On the other hand, that man over there is obviously a bigot, a racist, and a hate-monger.
How can you tell?
Well, look at that sign he's carrying. It says, I'm a bigot, a racist, and a hate-monger.
I believe religion should keep abreast of the times, and the news, the Herald Examiner.
Just think, if Jonathan Winters divorced Spring Byington and married Joni Summers in the fall, he'd be a man for all seasons, huh?
You know, Roddy, one thing. When Americans get to England, they are aggravating.
Oh, on the contrary, I think in England they can be very charming. It's over here they're rather aggravating.
My father's idea of a bum trip is a weekend in Cleveland.
It is said, the man who burneth incense within the confines of his own room shall never suffer the loss of a pomegranate.
Oh, Boris and I have the most vile and political arguments. I say the defense of California begins in Saigon, but Boris says better red than Shirley Temple black.
I've got nothing against getting married, but the way I figure it, why trade a headache for an upset stomach?
Now, look at that couple in the corner. You'll never convince me they're married.
Which one?
Over there, that priest standing talking to that nun.